So hey guys, today I am doing a favourites video. I know it's kind of, well, it's sort of near the end of the month now, which is a little bit scary because I feel like January has just completely flown by. But yeah, I'm doing a little favourites video, just sort of talking about the things I have been loving for most of these are quite a while. There's a couple of like new additions, but I haven't done a favourites video in so long, and I think this is only the second time I've actually filmed in my university room, so we're here. Yes, I do still have a Christmas blanket, but I don't know if you can see because it's upside down, but it's got dogs on it and they look like Jessie, my little baby that's at home. So I've got my Cocker Spaniel blanket from Tesco's. I've got that on my bed. So yes, anyway, I'm really looking forward to getting back into doing some more videos now. I'm actually in between, I'm still in exams. At university you have my university you have semester 1 exams at the end of semester 1, so I am sort of in the middle of exams at the moment, but I had a big gap so between my first 3 and my last one, and I've actually been ill, so if I sound a bit weird, that's why. I had planned to film loads of videos in this gap because obviously I have no lectures, and my last exam I kind of felt quite confident about anyway, so yeah, but I was ill so I didn't end up filming really any videos. This is my first one I'm filming, and I've got my exam, what is it today? It's Wednesday, my exam's on Friday, so hopefully I'll get some filmed on Friday as well after the exam. I'm going to do a bit of planning, and yeah, I'm just really feeling motivated at the moment to film YouTube videos, and I'm sorry about the blab. We'll get into it because I'm sure some of you don't want to hear this. But anyway, I want to get back into it. I know I say this all the time. Channel rebrand is coming. First favourite, this. This is a, what are those? Oh my god, I can't even remember what it's called. Tangle Teaser wet brush thing. This I actually got I got sent ages ago, but I have been particularly loving it lately because sometimes you don't want to blow dry your hair, and I'll come out of the shower, I have my hair in my Soap and Glory turban thing, towel turban, which is another favourite. I love that, but it's wet at the moment because I used it this morning, and sometimes I'll put it up in there, have it in there, and that does take the edge off sort of wet hair. But if I don't want to blow dry it, because I've been really bad at blow drying my hair a lot lately, this is brilliant. I know that you're not really supposed to brush your hair when it's wet, but I do. I have healthy hair, so I have a lot of hair. I have never noticed any real issues with doing it. But yeah, anyway, this is a particular brush that you're supposed to use on wet hair. They also do a mini one, so if you don't want, I think it's quite expensive. I think it is about £20. There's a mini one which I want to say is £12. I might be wrong. You can get it from Boots, and it's kind of, I don't know how it works, but basically you've got wet hair, you brush it. This takes away a lot of the water from your hair. It actually dries it as you're brushing your hair. Kind of crazy, but it works. And so if you don't want to blow dry your hair, if you just towel dry it, brush it through with this rapidly speeds up the time it takes to dry your hair. Or if you want to blow dry your hair quicker, this would do the same thing. I've done that before as well, and it also means that once your hair's dried, or if you let it naturally dry, it doesn't get tangly because you've brushed out all the knots whilst it was still wet. So yeah, just a bit ingenious, and I kind of love it. And I don't think I'd have bought it had I not been given it, but now I know what it's like. I will definitely buy another one once this one dies, although to be honest, it's pretty sturdy. I don't think it will die. Yeah, these bristles are really hard as well. They're quite hard. You can't really bend them. So I don't know how it works, but there's little channels, and if you can see, I don't know. It's amazing. If you have hair that takes ages to dry, I'd definitely try this one out. It's probably cheaper alternatives, but this one's good. Next up is a favourite that is a brand new thing I bought. I literally got it the other day in the sales, and it is the Zoella hand creams, the winter warmer hand cream. Looks like this. I got it in the big cracker gift set. It was on clearance in Superdrug for literally £5, maybe less than that. And this came in it, and I have to say this is my favourite thing from the set, and I wish she was doing this individually, or if she does, let me know how I can get it because I'm in love with it. It's 90 mils of product. And it smells nice. It doesn't have a particularly strong scent. It says it's got a minty scent, but I don't really get that. It doesn't smell festive at all. It's just neutral winter. Really nice consistency, very moisturising on your hands. It absorbs very quickly, which is something that's very important with me with hand creams. Normally I'm obsessed with the Neutrogena fast absorbing hand cream, so for me to use this is quite a big change, because I'm so obsessed with that one hand cream that now I'm using this one. It says a lot that I've switched, and I'm quite sad that this might not be available ever again. I'm hoping she brings it back at some point, or I can find some more on clearance somewhere. But yeah, the packaging's just gorgeous. It's very sort of I would say it's sort of Nordic, sort of like rose goldy, grey, white. Only thing I don't really like is this sort of like thing you have to like undo it. Like, it looks cute, but I kind of just wish that it was like you could just flick off the top and, you know, squeeze it and then replace the lid. Like, having to undo it just seems a little bit irritating to me. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but other than that, it's a pretty big tube. You get 90 mils and I love it. I think if she released this individually, I would probably not, I wouldn't want to pay any more than £5 for it. I don't know if that puts it in any kind of perspective, but I was just thinking about, because this obviously came in a gift set and I got it reduced, I don't know whether I'd pay for it individually, but I think somewhere like £3–4 would be a good price for it. Not that that is at all relevant to what I'm talking about, but just, you know, in case you're wondering. Another thing from Zoella Beauty that I've been really enjoying is her body mist, the Snowella. I don't know really anything about it. It just smells nice. I got the little mini set of the 4 on clearance at Superdrug as well, at the same time as that, for £2.99. I have to say, I thought I would really like the gelato one. Really don't like that at all. I didn't like her original scent, and I knew I didn't like that because when it first came out I was really excited for it and I didn't really like it at all. So it's this one. Oh, and the gingerbread one. Horrible. So I've actually given that to someone else. So this is pretty much the only one that I like, but I feel like I'm not overly bothered because now I know I don't really like the rest of them. I'd probably wear the gelato one in the summer. It's just very sweet, like very, very sweet. But this one is sort of sweet. I'm not very good at describing scent, but I don't think anyone's very good at describing scent because it's not something you ever get taught, like how to describe a scent. But it's very different, and I don't think it smells like childish. I think you can wear this as like an actual perfume and everyone will not be like, she's wearing Zoella, she smells like a 5-year-old, if you know what I mean. And again, it's not really Christmassy, it is from like a Christmas set, but I think it's very pretty, and if I go back into Superdrug and they have any of these in the full sized, no, I probably won't buy it because I'll probably never use it up. You know, perfume's one of those things, like, I never wear it, so this will probably last me my entire life actually. But yeah, I think it's a very nice scent. And also I think you could easily wear this in the summer. Like, it's not a season specific scent at all. Okay, let's do a quick bit of skincare. First up, actually all the skincare I want to talk about is from L'Oreal. It is all part of their Pure Clay range, and I have 2 of the face washes. This one I've actually finished, and it's the Purity one. It's like the green one. I really enjoyed this. It was like a sort of, kind of felt like a face mask but used as a face wash. Didn't like lather up or anything, you just kind of put it on and then washed it off every day. And yeah, it was just a nice refreshing face mask. It worked really well with my skin. I do think that my skin was quite well behaved when I had this. When I used it, I didn't get that many spots, and it lasted me a really long time, this bottle. They aren't cheap at all, these face masks. I feel like they are about £4.99, but it's 150 mils. I don't know if that's a particularly lot, but you don't need to use a lot. And this is the one I'm using at the moment. This is the Detox Wash, which has charcoal in it, and this one you really don't need to use a lot at all. And this one actually lathers up and like foams on your face, and I just feel like my face feels so clean with these. And I don't know whether it's a gimmick, the clay thing, but my skin does feel fresh, and I do think that when I use them regularly, my oil is a little bit less and my skin's a little bit matter. But yeah, I really love these, and I don't know if there's any more in the range that are good for my skin type. I have particularly oily, spot prone skin, but I know that obviously these 2 are. This one cleanses, purifies and mattifies, and this one cleanses, clarifies and detoxifies. So both of them I would highly recommend if you are looking for a good face wash for oily skin and you're willing to spend a little bit more. Like £5 isn't loads, like if you compare it to like La Roche-Posay, it's like £12 or whatever for a face wash, but it's clearly more than the basic ones, if you know what I mean. So yeah, also I think they are on offer in Boots sort of every now and then, but I'm really, really enjoying these. And also from this line, I love their face masks. They are actually amazing. In particular, this blue Pure Clay Blemish Rescue Mask. This is the coolest mask ever. You literally look like an alien when you have it on because it dries down metallic. And it's bright blue, and I have the green one as well, which I like, but I prefer this one, and I've nearly finished the green one actually. I've had it for a long time. I got it when they were first released, and I got this one not that long ago actually. But yeah, I use this whenever my skin looks a bit dull, I have a lot of blemishes. Sometimes I will literally just put it as like a moustache, like a beard. I would just put it in this area because this is my sort of spot prone area, and I just think that it helps my skin feel a bit calmer. It's sort of, I don't know whether it's the placebo thing or what, but it just seems to calm my skin down and get my spots to sort of like move on. It starts to make them go back down and get like go away, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And again, this is about £5, but if you can get it on 3 for 2, you could get like 2 masks and one of those face washes or something. And yeah, I would highly recommend all of them, basically, if you can find one for your skin type. Oh, I've also tried in the face washes my sister has the brightening, I think it's like a brightening one, it's like the orangey one, and it's a scrub, and that one's quite nice too. I wouldn't use it every day because obviously it's not really designed for my skin type, but it's quite nice. It's just a little scrub, and yeah, thanks for not really intentionally letting me use that, but you left it on the side, Hannah. I feel like I'm sounding more and more ill as I go through this video. I don't really know why. Let's do lipstick next. I have 2 lip products. First one I'm actually wearing, and it is the Maybelline Colour Drama Intense Lip Paint in the shade 610 Stripped Down. Looks like this. This is what it looks like on. I just really like it. It's really nice to wear. It's like a little bit, not really Your Lips But Better, it's a little bit something different but not too out there, and it's really comfortable, and it is a bit glossy. You have a sort of lip gloss applicator, so when you first apply it, it is really glossy, but it definitely sort of mattes down a little bit with wear, and it wears really nicely as well because it's sort of not that far away from your original lip colour, but you don't really notice when you're like missing bits. So I often wear this like when I'm going out or something in the evening, because I don't want to worry about my lipstick, I don't want to worry about it coming off, but equally it's so easy to apply. You can literally just like quickly do it, you don't have to be too careful about it. And it's tiny, you know, it's in this like little tiny packaging, so you don't have to worry too much. Like if you've got a small bag or something, it fits in nicely. But yeah, I really enjoy these. I have another shade, but it was like a crazy purple, and didn't enjoy that one so much, but I think that was just the shade of it. I picked a neutral and a really out there colour. I was going to do a first impressions, I think, when I bought them, but I never got around to it. So I might have to go and see if there's any more nice shades of these, because I do really enjoy it. And the second lip colour is another one. These two are probably my like most worn lip colours, apart from Jeffree Star Gemini. That is another one of my most worn ones. This is the MUA Lux lipstick, and the shade number 7, and it looks like this. I feel like I've shown you this before. I think I might have talked about this in a vlog recently, but I just love it. It's such a nice everyday sort of like nudie peachy colour. It's just quite similar to this, to be honest, but this again feels so weightless on your lips. If you have got dry bits, it does show them, that's the only problem, but it's really easy, it's really nice wear. This is basically like a matte version. I didn't realise how similar these actually are. Let's swatch them both side by side. Yeah, it's kind of just like a nice, easy to wear matte lipstick. Yeah, they are quite similar, aren't they? This one's a little bit more brown toned, that's a little bit more peachy toned. But no, they're both just like really easy wearing lipsticks. They feel nice, and you don't really feel like you've got anything on. The glossy Maybelline one, you can sort of feel a little bit tacky, but not like a bad, but you're just aware it's there. This MUA one I often forget I've even got on, and it just wears nicely. It's quite long lasting, but when it wears in a way that you kind of can't tell it's worn because you just don't have any lipstick on, and it's just sort of like gone. When it wears, it's just so similar to your lip colour that you don't really notice, if that makes sense. I don't know. And before I apply those two, I always use my Dr. Lip Miracle. This is now called the Miracle Balm. I thought it was called the Nipple Balm. I'm not really sure, but one of these, I've got a few of these sort of hanging around. These are my favourite lip balm. Sometimes I just put this on just to like give my lips a bit of shine, and yeah, it's really my winter essential at the moment. I love this. I always take it with me just before an exam. I put some on because I always like bite up my lips and stuff in exams, and it just stops them from getting too chapped. And I really noticed when I haven't worn this, like I realised yesterday, I hadn't put it on for like 3 days, and I had like a big crack and like dry skin on my lips, and it wasn't very nice. So yeah, I love this lip balm. Only thing is it's not in a stick, which is sort of irritating, but in a way I kind of like it because I don't think this consistency would work in a stick, because it's kind of like Vaseline but thicker and less greasy. I think that's the best way to describe it, but it's a miracle. So my concealer favourite at the moment is from Pixie, and it is this correcting brightening peach corrector concealer. It looks like this. It looks much more peachy in person. I just put it on my eyes and it corrects all my dark circles, and it's amazing. And if you've never used a peachy corrector under your eyes, like, go get you some. This one's getting more and more greasy as it becomes older, but I kind of don't feel like that's a bad thing, because my eyes have been, sometimes my under eyes are a little bit dehydrated. I haven't been using eye cream at the moment, very bad, I know, but this just helps sort of like hydrate them a little bit, I don't know. But I just love this, and then I just put a little bit of concealer over the top, because otherwise you could just wear it on its own, but if you do, you just have to be a bit more careful with where you place it, because if you put it on like normal skin that's not like dull and sort of bluey dark, you can see that it's peachy, because obviously it's not really correcting, then it's sort of just sitting there. So just, if you can use it alone if you're not wearing foundation or whatever, but you just got to be more careful. So I do tend to just put a bit of concealer over it, just to, in case I've just been a bit slappy, dashy with it, whatever the word is, then that way it just covers up any random peachy blobs I've got. Three more things actually. This Revlon Colour Stay powder, I'm in love with this powder. It's really nice pressed powder. Colour is actually really good for me. I've got shade light, of course. There's a surprise, because I am very pale at the moment. I just think it's a really nice, very fine powder. Keeps really matte, and it lasts a really long time. Don't need the little mirror and the powder puff below, because it's too bulky really to take in your bag anyway. But kind of a nice touch, but kind of unnecessary. So yeah, anyway, really love this powder. It is quite pricey, which is the only sort of downfall, but it has lasted me a really long time as well. Okay, quick memory card change, because apparently I talked for too long. My second to last favourite, I think I keep adding on numbers to the end of these favourites that are left, but this is my second to last favourite, before I just go and like tell you some like TV stuff I've been enjoying and random things. This is the Freedom Brow Pomade. I've talked about this so many times, but honestly it just gives me the best brows. Every time I use this, it's just so easy, so quick. It's just like this sort of gel consistency, and I just use a angled liner brush, and it's just so quick to do my brows. And if you can find your shade, I think it's like something ridiculous, like £3. Like, it's so cheap, and one of these will last me a good 6 months. So I would highly recommend going in. The only trouble is you probably have to go in the store to find your shade, and then order it online, because they're hardly ever in stock, which is really, really annoying. But I just tend to sort of, if I know I'm near the end of one, I buy a new one just so that I've got one ready, just because they are very hard to get hold of. My last physical favourite I have to show you is this bag that I got for Christmas. It's from Accessorize. It looks like this. It's got like a long strap on it, and it's kind of, I think it's trying to be a copy of the Chloe Nile bag, or just sort of Chloe's style in general. It's like a saddle bag. You pick it up, there's the pockets. I just think it's so, I just love it. I just think it's brilliant. I just think it's a nice little size. It was on sale for a while. I'm not sure if it still is, but I've just been taking this bag everywhere with me at the moment and really enjoying using it, and I just think it looks cool. The only annoying thing is, as you walk, like, that kind of happens, but I can put up with it. So TV wise, my current favourites have been The Crown. It was just amazing. I loved every second of it. It was just, I haven't watched the last episode. I'm savouring it for, I don't know when I'm going to watch it, but I've just been like, I'm not watching the last episode because I don't want it to be over, but I've been really enjoying that. I also started rewatching Mr. Selfridge the other day from the beginning, and I'm like in love with that all over again. I think I'm going to start watching Downton Abbey again, but I need to get my DVDs. I've got them all at home, and I'm not sure if it's on Netflix or anything on demand at the moment, so I probably need to just get my DVDs. But yeah, I think that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you have a lovely month of January and a lovely month of February, since now we're going into February, which is just terrifying because that means we are already 1 month through the year pretty much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!